Government will have to fork out about 1 trillion shillings from the public purse to pay off the loans owed to commercial banks and save private businesses whose assets some banks have already started putting under receivership. Last evening, President Yoweri Museveni spoke passionately about the plight of distressed companies, singling out those that were exporting to the troubled South Sudan as well as those that transacted with government but were not paid. Speaking to media at their head offices at Ntinda today, civil society members under the umbrella body of Civil Society Budget Advocacy Group, CSBAG, spelt out some terms that they would like government to consider before rescuing these companies. These include: the bailout will have to be a loan and not a gift. It should have a specific repayment plan. Only companies will qualify for the bailout and not individuals. The companies in question must have been in existence for at least the past 10 years and with audited books. And the company must prove to at least employ 500 Ugandans directly on payroll.
The civil society is gathered here today strongly feel that bailout is not a priority for this government at this moment in time. Should there be extra resources that need to be spent, we have unfunded priorities within government agencies.
These companies that want this money, have they explored all the available avenues in order for them to be sustained? Because the ideal would be you try all options, and as actually government put them to task to explore all other options before they give out our money, because this is our money, and the ideal would be either liquidate, because we're operating in a capitalistic economy.
They further suggested that instead, more funds need to be injected in the health, agriculture and education sectors.
The value for money, but also explanations on who actually is due or who actually needs such a bailout.
Should actually first bail out young people by focusing on job creation. The initiatives that are there, they are not sufficient. So we really need an intervention in terms of bailing out Ugandans.
Critics, meanwhile, see this as a form of money laundering, with government partners helping themselves to public resources.
We need to scrutinize further to know which people in government actually own these companies, because we could find there's a highly indebted person in government who wants a bailout for themselves. We've been through elections, there's so much happening. We need to know actually where the rationale for this bailout and who actually owns these companies.
Meaning that they are in distress, they need to be bailed out, because if they fall, the economy might also fall. So that's what we are on.
The bailout proposal has continued to generate contentious discourse among Ugandans, with some economic analysts arguing that a selective rescue will not solve the country's distressed economy. For Urban TV, this report was filed by Jaliat Namoya.